Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to American Pro Wrestling. General Manager Brad Taylor is here back with me. Voice of Tradition, Jonathan Darwood. We're going to get started with the action right after this. Brian Compton, things did not go the way for the Mid-Atlantic Aces in the tag team tournament as you thought, sir.
I forgot my belt, Jonathan. Yeah, they didn't go the way I wanted it to go. The Dirty Dawsons threw me into the steel steps. Can you believe that? The Aces got screwed in the tournament like we get screwed every week by this idiot that makes the matches over here. The Aces are on top of the tag team division in the state of West Virginia and beyond. Lane Cowley can't be here this week. He's spending some time with his mom because he's a godly kid and he loves his mom. Brian Compton don't like his mom just like he don't like these people at the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium. Tonight, I got another young kid, Nate Saturn. Nate Saturn's going to learn the bitter truth tonight. And the bitter truth is you can't get past the Aces without consequences. Not only are we ahead of the tag team division, tonight we're going to show some single division. And let me tell you something, this goof over here is making fun of me. He's lucky he just had a stent put in his heart or I'd knock him out. APW is Mid-Atlantic territory. APW, we run this place. Lane Cowley, Brian Compton, Joe Brody, and the Unified Heavyweight Champion. Nobody can beat us clean. Every match we win is clean. Tonight, Nate Saturn learns that Brian Compton is not a tag team wrestler, but he's the truth.
Brian Compton will be in action later tonight. Let's go to the ring for our opening match.
Well, your referee that you found, Brad Taylor, kind of gave instructions at a decibel level that we're not used to, sir.
As I wait for Brad Taylor to compose himself, I'm going to tell you, this is going to be an amazing hour of wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be about youth and opportunity here today.
Yes. He's a very energetic young fellow, he is.
Yeah, but so is everybody else on the card that we're talking about.
Oh, my Lord, let me tell you something. We haven't got one of the best cards that I have ever seen here, and not just because I put it together, but it's just true, man. All these young, up-and-coming talents we got here, new referee in there. As a matter of fact, Mr. Blaze started here as one of the guys I brought in as a referee.
Yeah, and my understanding is Blaze will referee as needed, even though
yes, he will.
The competitor in the squared circle now.
He begged me for an opportunity for this, and matter of fact, this particular match is going for a #1 contender spot for Dixon's cruiserweight belt.
Interesting.
Yes.
So this is going to be a big moment for one of these two young men here. Jay Blaze, one half of the Varsity Boys, amateur wrestler extraordinaire. James Frost, boxing background. It'll be interesting to see how those styles meld together here. Blaze with speed, takes down, goes for a pin here. 1, 2.
Kicks out at 2.
And I tell you what, oh, look at Frost going for it again.
Attempt, kicks out. All right, these boys matching up, move for move, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, you saw Frost draw back with that right hand, known as a thunderbolt punch of his.
Let me tell you, if he hits that, that's your new #1 contender.
Absolutely, Blaze with speed now. Whoa. Can he get off the head scissors? He does. Good momentum, and Frost got taken aback there. I think Frost might have underestimated his opponent ever so slightly. But now he's definitely making sure to do work with that backbreaker straight to the middle of the vertebrae. Hook the leg and 2 count.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of these young guys, Mr. Brody hates, I hates everyone that I bring in here. And I've heard through the rumor mill that Mr. Blaze, that there's been some type of encrypted, is that how you say it, encrypted messages about not wanting him here at all simply because I brought him in here.
Well, not only that, Blaze gets suplexed there. Well, I'll get to that thought in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Pin attempt. Frost going to be the contender? No. Well, in the opening round of the tag team tournament, which you can go back and watch on our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen, American Pro Wrestling TV, the Varsity Boys upset the team of Joe Brody and the Cuban Assassin, Richie Acevedo.
Okay.
So there is a little bit of animosity there, so to speak.
Yes, I'm sure that it's more than just the animosity. It's the fact that I'm bringing these boys in here. I'm calling the shots, and Brody don't like that. He's going to do anything and everything to diminish that. But yes, look at this.
Look at the speed out of these two young men. Do-si-do over to the corner, but Blaze up. Crossbody, that could be all. 1, 2, wow.
Kick out. But,
2.5.
I know this wasn't announced as a number one contenders, but it is a number one contender. That was my fault that it didn't get announced that way for the Cruiserweight belt.
Jay Blaze goes from 0 to 100 in about 4 seconds.
Yes, he does. Excuse me, I got the hiccup.
And Blaze.
Oh, that was just caught. He said, "No, you're not. No, you're not."
Oh, looks like the men are going to change the chops
my God,
now.
did you hear that?
See who's more devastating.
I think both of them are equal. I wouldn't want neither one of those.
Well, open-handed chops there, knife-edge chops. Both men testing each other's mettle.
What's going to happen here? They're obviously equal.
Yeah, Blaze looks a little more on rubber legs, though, than Frost at this point. Striking back and forth now like two big bulls in the yard. Blaze gets the upper hand. Can he continue this momentum? Frost and another double clothesline. Both men go down.
I mean, they're so equal. They're even doing the same move, thinking of the move. Golly, very enthusiastic.
Well, here's the thing. Blaze had an opportunity to scout Frost because there's a lot of film of James Frost. James Frost had the disadvantage there, which is why I think Blaze has been able to be so competitive in this one.
Yes, sir, Darwin. I totally agree because he's new. I mean, you're right. Frost didn't really have no tape to study.
Blaze coming in. Going to springboard off the middle rope.
Oh,
Shooting stars press, but
no. Nobody home. Wow. I'm telling you, this Blaze, dude, he's got his potential is off the chart.
But that goes to experience. If Blaze had not done that move and tried to continue his ground game on Frost, this one probably would be going in a different mode now. But Blaze deciding to be the risk taker, and that's what, hey, that only comes with time that you learn when to go for the big move.
That's true. That's true, dog.
As we see both men now in condition. Brody,
what do we have here?
Come on, no, you gotta be kidding.
What is Joe Brody doing, man?
That's
he will be fine
unnecessary.
for this. This match has been.
Wait a minute here. Big Mike's coming out, but Brody has a chair. Oh, this is enough of that. Wait a minute, Brody. You got a knee on Frost. All the men are out at ringside
What are
here.
they doing here? What's going on?
No, Brody's not going to do what I think he's going to do. This is absolutely unnecessary. Yes, that young man pinned you, but this is not the way to take it.
Watch this happen. Brody's just in the ring trying to take this kid out.
Right to the knee. Brody making off like a thief in the night after that one.
What is Brody doing trying to take out the young talent?
Brody could not live with the fact that that young man pinned him and his ego got out of the way.
You will be fine. He will be fine for this. He will be fine for this. 100%.
Yeah, and I mean, that steel is unforgiving. And you saw it come straight down the patella. Look at, he can't even put weight on the knee.
No, he's injured, and we're going to try to keep up with this throughout the show.
Yeah.
right, the Dawsons are in Frost.
Do you think you have what it takes to step inside the ring and mix it up with the stars of American Pro Wrestling? Well, now is your opportunity to be trained by the very best. To put in your application, dial 681-207-3175. You could see yourself one day on Championship Wrestling Television.
Gentlemen, I'm beside myself after Joe Brody's behavior. I know you're the same way. Big Mike, we're going to start with you, your reaction to the actions we just seen by the former general manager and matchmaker.
I think what he's done is completely unacceptable. We're going to send Jay Blaze to the hospital, get him checked out, but I promise you, I will come after every single member of the Mid-Atlantic Aces until Jay Blaze gets his reparations and is paid off. I'm coming for all of you.
James Frost, I know you did not want the match to turn out that way, sir.
Absolutely not. I wanted my wins 1, 2, 3. You know me. I don't know what happened. My head's ringing. I just had a hard fight with Jay. I just seen Brody come out, give me a DDT. It's always been a problem between them, between the Express. I've been here fighting. So, Big Mike, I ain't got a whole lot of friends here. But if you'll help me, I promise you we can bring this place right where it needed to be at.
Potential Alliance will be back after these commercial messages.
Coppola Cabin Rentals in Bluefield, West Virginia. Brand new interiors featuring television, kitchen, Keurig, mini fridge, internet, Wi-Fi, and so much more. Cabins available for up to 12 people. Come enjoy your ATV vacation staying at Coppola Cabin Rentals. 2531 Cole Heritage Road, Bluefield, West Virginia. Call 304-320-7200. Mention APW for an immediate discount.
Gentlemen, I know that the way the tag team tournament turned out was not in your plans. That whole thing had to be thrown out with Appalachian Express. Frustration beyond level. Brock Spolder, I'll let you have the floor first, sir.
You're going to give me the floor all night. Triton Troy is so mad he can't say a single word. We come into that tournament, I felt like the favorites. We've been busting our hind ends up here every single week to get to the top of the division. You guys know what we've been doing. And then those punks, those Appalachian Express punks took what we had, the win, right in our hands. They took it away from us. Oh my gosh, I'm getting mad now too. I can't do that because Titan Troy can't talk. But here's what we're going to do. Tonight we get our revenge on Appalachian Express. TJ Walker, Dixon Bad, I promise you 2 things for sure. Number 1, you're not ever going to meet another grappling league like you're going to tonight. And number 2, you will absolutely pay for what you cost us in that tournament. And you'll never forget what happens to you this evening.
In our Rumble.com exclusive match, it will be the Appalachian Express and Grappling Inc.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the West Virginia Bigfoot Museum is sponsoring the Bigfoot Festival in Summersville, West Virginia. And if you want more information, contact Laura and say APW sent you.
Brad Taylor, I don't know where you found these 2 horses to put them together, but I'm excited for this one.
I seen them, did some scouting, I had some people go out and scout for me, and these 2 are some of the 2 that was found, and let me tell you, you're in for a treat.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch how these 2 compete. Bryce and fifth background in basketball and football. Big Mike, all-state wrestler when he was at Man High School. He's wrestling for Hiram College, now wrestling for WVU Tech.
Ranked in the top 15 at his weight division.
Yeah, when he was in high school. Out of the entire state. Yeah.
Well, it's safe to say, Jonathan, that this is not a contenders match for the cruiserweight.
No, this is a power man's match.
This is heavyweight right here.
Yeah, Bryson Phipps has competed previously at the Mountain State Sportatorium before our time, though. So I'm excited to see how this young man fares.
Yeah, me too. Yes, I was not here last time, but have heard great things about him.
Got the head off wrenched in, and looks like Big Mike's trying to get a vertical base. Holy moly, he picked up Phipps!
There's a definite way to try to get out of the side headlock I didn't think we were going to see. Pushes off hard and like two titans just hitting each other. Well, it looks like they want to go at it again here. Wow, Big Mike got the upper hand on that one. Holy moly!
Picks him up with ease. Just a beautiful body slam with ease. With ease. And Bryson is no little guy.
No, he is not here. Big Mike showing power slam. No way, that could be all. 1, 2.
My Lord, you seen it as well as I did. That was amazing.
It reminds me of that style of Ron Simmons' short power slam.
Yes, sir. Exactly. I have to agree with you 100% on that one. Man, Bryson got outside the ring, taking a breather, collecting his thoughts. He probably did not expect it.
No, because you got a young man, Big Mike, just cutting his teeth. And this guy has been training in spades at the Mountain State Sportatorium for the APW Academy. Plus, you got the amateur wrestling background to boot.
Right.
Phipps using a shortcut, trying to continue, gain favor here. He's got Mike grounded now. Probably the best thing. I wouldn't bring him back up, but Phipps decides to. Big whip off the ropes. Clothesline was effective. Big attempt here as we see, and 2 count.
Yeah, 2.5. I don't know if I was a betting man in Vegas. I don't know who I would bet on this one.
No, I tell you what, this is even money, but here's what I'd like to see with the fact that these two young men are so competitive. One of them should get a chance at Joe Brody's TV championship.
You know what?
I know
I got plans for that.
And we're going to get to that at another time, but Phipps getting warned by referee Fitzpatrick.
These boys have got to be getting a little winded.
Well, it is.
Time goes on.
Yeah, I mean, you carrying all that extra weight on your frame, it takes a lot more oxygen. Hook of the leg, but 2 count. Well, Bryson Phipps is definitely taking it to Big Mike at this point. Mike trying to garner some offense here, using his momentum off of the ropes, but that knee straight to the abdominal cavity will stop anything that Big Mike wanted to do.
Yes.
I tell you what, when I look at these two, they're showing power and intensity. Big Mike was early in the beginning of this match. Shoulder block takes down Phipps. The adrenaline's coming back in Big Mike.
Oh, look at that. Taking a shortcut. I guess we know what side of the fence Bryson is on.
Well, Bryson, he wants to go home with the lion's share of the purse here. So he's going to do what he needs to do. I'm not saying it's honorable, but I'm saying it's the tactic that he has decided to instill.
Yes.
Mike trying to fight back here, swinging wildly. It is effective. But we see the reversal here. This is again here. Can Big Mike get it? No!
Oh, that was a powerful
clothesline. Yes. Drape and no hook of the leg there, which probably allowed Mike to kick out.
Oh, yeah. If he would put all that on him, he might have had a 3 on that one.
But it took Big Mike a lot of energy to kick out, so don't think he's fresh as a daisy at this point.
Anything these two dudes do at this point in the match is going to take a lot of it, and a lot of effort is going to be exerted. Simply because they're two big guys, and this is deep water. We're what, 5 minutes more into the match?
Yeah, when I think about big man, conditioning is not usually part of their repertoire, but I gotta think somebody's gotta try to catch a second wind here. I don't think it's gonna be Big Mike as he gets the sole of the foot right across the larynx.
Getting the wind taken out of him.
Yeah, well, Phipps has, I think, had enough, and he's going to resort to whatever he needs to get the victory. Not the way I want to see it. I mean, they started by shaking hands, but now Phipps resorting to closed fists here. Definitely a mood changer from what we saw in the early outings of this match.
We got Fitzpatrick right there, our senior official. He should be right on top of it, like he always is.
Hard whip into the buckle, takes Mike down.
He's going to knock them buckles down, these two big boys in here.
Man, you see the stomach rising and falling as he's trying to catch his breath there. A lot of energy expelled by these two heavy competitors here in the Mountain State Sportatorium. Young men looking to prove themselves here.
Yeah. Full of testosterone, and what do they say?
Something we can't on television.
Yeah, something in vinegar.
And Phipps using his boots now. I'm surprised Phipps keeps picking up, man. Holy moly, he's got him up. Samoan drop by Big Mike. But too exhausted and rolls over in the wrong direction.
Yeah, crazy.
You'd think if Mike had rolled the other way, that would be it.
Yeah, sure. But see, it looks like Bryson is getting to his knees, well, both of them now.
Yeah, but how much energy did it take out of Big Mike to do the Samoan drop?
And again, right to the eyes. It seems like when Bryson gets into a little pickle there, he goes to the
less than honorable way of behavior.
There you go.
And you see all that weight coming down, being pressed and using the rope for extra leverage. As Bryson Phipps now control of this one. The Big Mike fight back. He swings wildly and connects, trying to get a little bit of something developed here, but gets whipped off the ropes instead. Clothesline misses again. Not affected by Phipps. Big lariat by Big Mike.
Yes. Emphasize that one good. Big lariat.
Drapes over. 1, 2.5.
Oh, wow.
2.5 only. And I tell you what, Big Mike is throwing everything he can out there. I'm really impressed with this young man's conditioning and where he's finding the energy to continue to fight.
Yes.
Phipps out of desperation using the ropes here. Phipps, well, wait a minute, Phipps didn't get it here this time. Big Mike, another slam. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Big Mike gets the win.
Yes.
Here is your winner, Big Mike.
Well, one half of the varsity boys showing why he deserves to be in an APW ring here. I'm impressed.
I'm very impressed, and I'm glad that he was picked to represent APW. And great things. I mean, great
And look
things.
at this sign of sportsmanship.
Too, yes.
Well, I got an interview with Bryson Phipps, and talk about being honorable when it counts. I'll be back with words with Bryson Phipps.
Largest selection of DVDs and Blu-ray featuring horror, thriller, and pop culture iconic movies is available at Spookables. Are you old school? VHS, black and white copies, plus laser disc of all of your favorite movies from every genre, especially the horror collections. 4141 Cole Heritage Road, Bluefield, West Virginia. It's Spookable.
Bryson Phipps, I got to commend you for doing the honorable thing, even though you didn't win the match. You hear the plans there. Way to go, sir.
Well, I'll tell you, I consider myself to be a champion, looking at an APW television champion in the former. But this man, Big Mike, is here to stay. He's the real deal. Nobody is stronger, nobody is smarter, and nobody works harder than that man right there.
Bryce, I just want to say thank you for all the kind words. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share the ring with you and test myself against a former TV champion like you. It's a blessing, man.
Very honorable ways here. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
Are you looking to raise funds for your sports team, booster club, or other civic organization? Well, you can team up with American Pro Wrestling and we'll bring all the action and you keep a portion of your proceeds. Just call 681-207-3175 for more information. American Pro Wrestling and your organization will make the perfect tag team.
Brad Taylor, I know you are a man who wears many hats. First and foremost, I'm glad to see you back here after being in the hospital. Aren't you, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, this is getting out of hand. I mean, the Dawson's getting hit up is one thing. Coming to my house and hitting me and putting you in the hospital, this has got to stop.
I totally agree with you, Jonathan. It started with the Dawsons, with you, then some masked men come to my house, put me up in the hospital, actually in the hospital. Obviously, the police don't have a clue because we can't give them a great description of who they may be, but we know the circle that it's in. And I do understand this. And even if I did know, I want to say right now, I'm not pressing charges. I'm not going to press charges against anybody, and I'm not going to levy out no fines either, Jonathan. Let me tell you how this is going. I got a couple now, so we got a lot to unpack right here. A couple of things. One, in Fayetteville, the 22nd, May 22nd, please come out and join us because I am setting up the #1 contenders match for TJ and Jeff. TJ Walker and Jeff Paul. The winner of that match will get a shot at Mr. Purdue's unified title. So let's get that out of the way right now. I'm excited about that. I may not be excited about some the way things run around here and been done, but I do recognize talent. And then TJ has talent, and so does Mr. Paul. So I'm putting them together, and the winner of that gets their shot. Now what they do with that afterwards, that's on them. But with that being said, I also want to announce that on June 12th, in Richlands, Virginia, if you can make the ones that come here, if you can make a ride down there, I'm going to tell you at their sportatorium down there, we are having a street fight between me and Joe Brody. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm doing that because I'm going to start, this is the way they're going to get taken care of. I'm going to do it myself, or we're going to have people come in and take them right from the top and take them out. And so if, by chance, Joe Brody does still have that TV title, by then, it's going to be on the line. Because I'm telling you, I want to take everything I can from the Mid-Atlantic Aces.
Big words from our general manager. Don't forget to check out those dates on the APW Facebook page. We'll see you May 22nd in Fayetteville, West Virginia.
Well, Compton, whether you're ready or not, this one's underway.
Yeah, this one's going. Bell has rung. That makes it official. Senior referee Fitzpatrick making it official.
And the fans of the Mountain State Sportatorium getting behind Nate Saturn, 1 of 1.
Of course, everywhere he goes, he has a following. And this kid is good.
Yeah, this young man has a promising career. Started wrestling at the age of 16.
What is he now, 16 and a half?
17, but competes not only in the squared circle, but basketball and baseball as well. We'll talk more about this one if we have time.
Yeah, he's an all-around athlete. And bitter Brian Compton is just that bitter. Like his life has got to be miserable.
Measure each other up, collar and elbow tie up here. Compton trying to find leverage with a wide base and does so successfully. The headlock in there. Wrenched in. I was right off the ropes as Saturn goes downstairs. Upstairs with a leapfrog and an arm drag takes down.
That was in there. That arm drag was
great drop kick out of Saturn.
Fast pace we got going here. Wow, that knee connect.
Big Bulldog. What a combination of moves here. 1, 2.
Man. Brian better watch this.
Well, the inexperience of Saturn was the only thing I seen there. Instead of laying on his belly, he laid on his back, which allowed Compton to be able to kick out, attempting for the suplex, but unsuccessfully. Rear waist lock applied by Compton now. And Saturn, well, that lung bowler will change the tempo of the match here. Hook of the leg, 1, 2. 2 count only.
Nate had a good flurry there, and Brian overcome that. Let's see what he's got left in the tank now.
Well, Compton going to be just going on anger at this point. Definitely not wanting to see Saturn be successful. And submission maneuver being set in here. Saturn trying to get to the ropes, but optimal distance away thanks to Brian Compton. To Compton's favor. You hear the fans of the Mountain State Sportatorium coming to life, taking the coccyx right to the lower spine. Compton wasted a lot of time, in my opinion, Brad.
Yeah, he is. He wastes a lot of time in a lot of his matches, trying to get underneath the crowd skin when he needs to, be worried about that opponent in the ring.
Swinging neckbreaker, though, by one of the members of the Mid-Atlantic Aces.
Because he's very good in that ring.
Hook of the leg, is this enough? No.
Kind of a lazy cover. Kind of a cocky cover for Brian, but that's what he does.
Well, Compton is a very big veteran of the squared circle. He's got a lot of stuff he can draw upon here.
Yes, he does. I love this kid. I like both of these guys in the ring. I thought it was a very well a matchup. That's why I put them in here together. And plus Lane is off today. But let me tell you something. You see what Brian's doing right now? Taunting and playing with the crowd and giving Nate rest. This kid, do you see his body, his build? Probably 2% fat on that kid. He's not going to give out a wind out and blow up. So he does not want to continue just to play and give him time to recoup, because it's not going to take much time.
Sunset flip, this could be all 1, 2.
2 count. But it's not going to take much time for him to recoup. But did you see that clothesline?
Compton turned him inside out there. Well, I think Compton's used to pivoting and tagging Lane Cali.
Wow.
And both these men looking like they could be legitimate competitors against Dixon Bath for that NICW World Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah,
Cruiserweight Championship.
I see whoever the Cruiserweight Champion is in the future, these two, if it ain't these two, getting shots at. And I'm just amazed. I'm just still overwhelmed by that turnout. He turned him inside out, brother.
Compton using whatever tactics he feels fit here, as Fitzpatrick admonishes him for it. And just that quick, you see Compton, he'll stop at the 4 count and then go right back to it.
Yes.
But that is Brian Compton's modus operandi. Connects with the slam, but Compton wasting valuable moments here.
Yes, he is valuable.
Gonna go for the big wrist, though.
What is he doing?
Comes over to the middle rope, and well, he got caught for wasting for so long here. As Nate
up for the Spanish, no.
Well, I think he's trying for a superplex, but Saturn's not getting it. His Compton tries to fight free.
Oh, he's going for the suplex.
He does finally hit that superplex.
Oh, look at rollover.
Oh, he still got it hooked together. Compton with a
reverse.
suplex of his own.
Wow, he did a suplex on the top rope with a rollover, and then Brian reversed it.
Brian still had enough energy to execute his own suplex
telling you, he's
after
good.
taking that superplex.
Yes, he is really good in that ring, and I just don't like his tactics and techniques.
I tell you what, I've been impressed with Nate Saturn so far, being able to go toe-to-toe with a veteran like Brian Compton.
Oh, Superman punch.
And guess that...
Zigzag? I don't know.
Yeah. Saturn calling for it here. Ready to go north. Saturn.
Oh, my.
Well, Compton, I mean, how do you not disqualify him for the fact that he pushed Fitzpatrick?
Yeah, but Fitzpatrick's back was turned. He can't prove that was intention. We seen it clearly.
Yeah, Compton's going to claim accidental. No, using the rope for extra leverage.
Oh, my goodness. Usually Fitzpatrick catches that kind of stuff.
Here is your winner, Better Brian Compton.
I've seen the ref catches all that kind of stuff, but he got
I don't admonish the referee for that. Compton was smart enough to place himself and his opponent so that Fitzpatrick was unable to see. But that's what villains in APW do. Yep, that's what they do. And with that, I'm going to be back with words with Nate Saturn.
Hey guys, you see this ring behind me? Every week there's professional athletes trying to get in here to overcome their opponent. Well, hey, I have a podcast that I'd like you to tune into that will maybe help you overcome your problems, your things that you may be going through. Let me give you a verse. It's Philippians 4:13. It says, I can do all things through Christ. And you can do all things through Christ if you believe. So my podcast is called Provision of the Week with Dwayne Hatcher. Please find it on YouTube, Provision of the Week with Dwayne Hatcher. It's also Ravens Ministry 77. Tune in and hear the things I have every week. It's about different situations you may be going through, but it's all biblical. I do not take away from and I do not add to the Bible. It's strictly biblical based. So please tune in and join us. I would love to have you.
Nate Saturn, hard-fought effort. This time was already allotted for the interview. I know this isn't the way you wanted it to turn out, sir.
It's definitely not how... It's definitely not how I wanted my night to go. It's definitely not. But we can learn from this. We can learn the simple fact that there's not a single member of the Mid-Atlantic Aces that can beat Nate Saturn clean. We can learn from the fact that not Lane Cali, not Brian Compton, not the TV champ Joe Brody, not the unified champ Tony Perdue, none of them can beat me clean week after week. I've come here prior, and they can't. It's just not possible. But now I'm here. I'm here week after week. So they can try to cheat all they want. They can do whatever they feel like. But I promise you, my shoulder's going to be up. And I'm going to continue to come here to Bradley, West Virginia, and take everybody on a trip out of this world. And there's no question about it.
Strong words from Nate Saturn. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
Cowboy Jim's is now Grundy Flea Market. New ownership, same friendly vendors. Huge selection of merchandise with knives of all types. Tools galore, mechanics tools, garden tools, general merchandise. Anything you want. Men's clothing, women's clothing. Books, albums, CDs, household furniture of all kinds, quality, styles, and types. Home decor. Handcrafted leather goods, quality. Unique items of interest, even pool tables and mini golf. Open Thursdays, noon to 5, Friday and Saturday, 9 to 6 p.m., and Sundays, noon to 5. Come on out to Grundy Flea Market and find out where the deals are in your area.
Dixon, Bad, there was a lot of action here today and some potential contenders for that NICW World Cruiserweight Championship.
Hey, that might be the case, but one thing is for sure. I'm king of the little people, and I ain't talking midgets, so it don't matter how you look in the ring. The fact of the matter is I am the reigning king, and ain't nobody gonna beat me.
Well, that is yet to be seen, potentially down the line. Speaking of gold, TJ Walker, you may be wrestling one of the members of the Mid-Atlantic Aces for the Unified Championship if you can get past Jeff Paul May 22nd in Fayetteville, West Virginia.
I'm looking forward to going to Fayetteville on the 22nd and getting my hands on Jeff Paul. I've been waiting for months for this opportunity. If you guys go back in time, you'll remember when just right there Jeff hit me with the chair. And I owe Jeff a good one. I'm going to knock him down a notch. I'm going to take that title, which means a little something to him, by the way. Maybe more to him than it does to me, but I'm going to elevate myself. And I've got no issues with Anthony Tony Purdue. I don't want any animosity between the two of us, but no, if I get my opportunity, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to be the next unified champion. And Dixon, I want to talk to you about last week. You didn't even tag me in during the first match that we lost. I mean, you tried a couple times, but you never reached out and slapped my hand. And then at the finish of the second match, I was just about to reverse the hold that Brock's had on me. I had him tied up tighter than your hat band, and I was about to win the match when you ran in and broke up the pin and got us disqualified. I'm not mad at you. I just want you to understand, man, I think we could have went a little bit farther if you would have just waited on the outside and let me finish putting my maneuvers on Brock's boulder. But it's okay, because we've got a chance here in just a few minutes to show everybody what we can do. You folks at the house, go to rumble.com, and you're going to get to see us beat the snot out of Grappling Inc. in just a little while. It'll be up in a few days. You guys can see that. And Darwin, you're looking good. You've healed. Did you go to a plastic surgeon, see a dermatologist, or does Tom heal all wounds? Tom heals all wounds.
The Rumble.com match will be Appalachian Express and Grappling Inc. We're going to be back with the main event.
Chin lock now. First off of Walker. He gets a club. Brad Taylor, I commend you for this tag team match here. You got a team that was knocked out in the first round in Wildstar and Gutton taking on the winners of that tournament, the Dawsons.
Yes. I'm telling you what, I know as a general manager now, I've got to keep it down the middle. But these Dawsons are my boys. I love them. I'll give them every opportunity they deserve and earn. And I'm so proud of them and how far they've come and where they're at now. And yes, you got 4 young guys in here that can very well be your cruiserweight champion.
Well, not only that, but I could see maybe one of these two teams getting a shot against the Mid-Atlantic Aces at some point.
Sure, yes, most definitely. I mean, they are tag teams, so that is very true.
Hammerlock side over to the side headlock by Durden.
I'm sorry for the little intimidation you got in your interview there. I read it very clearly. Yeah. But I promise you all will be taken care of. You do not need to fear the work. Whoa, man.
Didn't really get the leapfrog and
a good comeback.
Charlie is not going to submit in like a minute and a half to
he's come too far.
First chin lock. No, this young man has a lot of heart.
I'm telling you what, it's been a privilege and an honor for me to sit and watch these Dawson brothers grow into what they are right now and to grow further what they're going to become.
There is a real bright future for these two young men if they're able to keep their heads on a swivel.
Hey, just off a side note there, our referee, Sean Jennings, I heard you was the one that hired him.
That was not me, sir. Double team maneuver here as Wildstar come in now.
Little rib there, little rib.
You see the clothesline. Willis Wildstar, we've seen him more as a singles competitor.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how him and Durden do eventually gel together, if possible.
Right. Well, both of them correct me if I'm wrong because you're the knowledge man. Both of them have a win over Joe Brody.
This is true. This is absolutely true.
Which it's a 90-year-old man. Can't say much about it. But, you know, he's been around and he's been good.
Charlie Dawson going down because of the hip toss here. You know, I think, though, as I look at this match and it's continuing, Brad, we're going to see a lot of high-flying and risk-taking.
Yeah, that's the cruiserweight division. I mean, that's just it. And they are part of the cruiserweight division, even though they're tagging tonight. Even the Dawson brothers, 2 count. Even the Dawson brothers are going to get their shots at the cruiserweight, you know? Yeah, it's good to mix it up. It's good to mix the talent up in singles tag teams.
Yeah, Dixon Bag definitely has a target on his back as the roster here develops.
You see how this roster has grown into cruiserweight?
A tandem move there by the team of Durden and Wildstar.
And let me tell you.
You hear Wildstar.
Oh, getting a little speechy there.
Yeah, and they're doing what they need to do, which is tag team wrestling, cutting that ring in half. Well, Charlie Dawson is very far away from his brother Drew.
Tonight we've seen in this show, we've seen some togetherness come from Frost and the varsity, part of the varsity boys.
Big Mike.
Yeah. And they're all against who? The same principles every time, the Mid-Atlantic cases.
Yeah, and I think. Wait a minute. He has him up. Connects with the big move to the neck.
Yeah.
But taking a lot of energy out of him to pull that off.
I don't think we can hear the ref.
Who will be the first to reach their partner? There's the thing. Charlie has to climb past Dirt.
Neither one of them are making a move right now. Okay, here they go. I mean, he's almost halfway there.
If Durden's smart, he'll grab an ankle and stop Charlie from getting over there. Travis Durden deciding to be better tactics to try to get over the wall.
Okay, look at that.
But Drew Dawson, though, gets the tag first and is ready.
And he's going too close to his partner. There he goes. Keep him away from his partner.
I don't think Drew cares. He'll take a swing at anybody at this point.
He's got okay.
Good up and over with the forearm there as Drew Dawson launches himself. What a clothesline off the top rope.
Look at the agility and the sportsmanship. Now, a few months ago, he
Ribs
couldn't do
over
that.
1, 2. You were saying?
A few months ago, he couldn't do that. And just to see how he's grown in these moves that he's got.
Well, these two are definitely developing. I mean, they come to the Mountain State Sportatorium for the APW Academy.
Yes,
they're still spending a lot of time with Danny Ray to develop their tag team game. Danny Ray, an accomplished tag team wrestler in his own right.
Yeah.
Durden able to find the offense that he needs. And Drew goes into the wrong part. Charlie goes into the wrong part of town.
Yeah. They're keeping on. I mean, you would think these boys have tagged for a good little bit the way they're tagging.
Well, they had a lot of time to study the film from that match in the tag team tournament. So they have plenty of chances to practice. Plus, they knew they were taking on the Dawsons.
Yeah.
Hook of the leg. This could be an upset.
Oh, they all ran into each other.
Well, as I was saying, Durden and Wildstar had more matches to watch of the Dawsons than the Dawsons did of their opponents.
Again, yeah, that is a factor came into play here in this match also, like the previous match.
Yeah, and that's may favor Durden and Wildstar. Wildstar grabbing the small of his back here. You see the Dawson's trying to. Well, he's flopping around. Can he get up to the vertical base? Unsuccessful as the fight continues on the outside, which puts the men in the ring in a dangerous position because they don't have a partner to tag.
Right, yeah, exactly. Whoa. Oh, man, face first, right into the steel steps. He may be out. We might need to throw up some X's and get some help out here.
Charlie Dawson with the spear, though.
Spear, beautiful.
And coming off the ropes. Oh, he gets it.
What in the world? Durden looked like he was a little sorry for the way he threw. Who was that into the steps? Was that Drew? Yeah, Drew into the steps.
I think Drew might be knocked out.
Yeah, he ain't moved. He has not moved. That's what I'm saying. We may need to get some help out here because he's just now starting to move his leg a little bit. But I think that he was feeling a little bad for throwing Drew into the steps, and then he got caught.
Well, Charlie Dawson giving it as well as he can take it here, using the steal on the man that injured his brother. Backslide, pin attempt, 1, 2, and 2 count.
2 count. Oh, wow. I'm telling you, Charlie's got some attitude in with these blows.
A new level of aggression being put on display by Charlie Dawson now. He's taking out Wildstar's partner. Charlie Dawson gonna be the risk taker here. Does he hit it?
Oh, he about hit the
great diving elbow off the top rope. Ooh,
beautiful.
yeah.
Hook of the
leg, 1, 2. That's all.
What? Wow.
Sportsmanship coming up here, but maybe that's why Durton was acting a little confused out here.
But a show of respect there by the Dawsons to their opponents.
The maturity here. I mean, this is years of experience these boys
already. They're showing maturity, the sportsmanship. That's why these boys are going to go a long ways.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Durton.
Here are your winners, the Dawsons.
Durton and Wildstar showed that they can work as a team when the moment counts. It'll be hopeful to see them again in tag team action, maybe even against the Dawsons.
They do make a good tag team. They showed some grit right here together. Wildstar and Durton. I mean, they could be a new tag. What do we
Wait
got
a minute here.
What do we got already again?
Joe Brody and Tony. What the
world?
Mid-Atlantic Aces here.
What is Tony doing? He's just coming out and laying him out, and Drew just.
Well, Tony Purdue unable with the buster. Come on, man!
Man, the heavy hitter. Mr. Purdue out here and Brody out here, they're just tearing up the Dawsons. We need some help out here because I don't understand. Tony's doing
Absolutely horrible here.
Craziness of everything. And now he's just right in the ball.
Drew Dawson's up.
They just come laid out.
And another spine buster.
Durton got laid out.
Dawsons are without help here.
They come out to help everybody, and nobody's coming out to help the Dawsons. They're mad and upset about what happened.
Joe Brody being as disrespectful and dishonorable as he can be. Oh no, a DDT on the outside!
Oh man, what? This is uncalled for. There's no pattern here.
There has to be actions, Brad Taylor.
You're right, Jonathan. There will be actions taken. Absolutely will be.
Referee.
Get out of here. Get back in there right now.
I think the NRCW is going to have to do something about this.
Do you think you have what it takes to step inside the ring and mix it up with the stars of American Pro Wrestling? Well, now is your opportunity to be trained by the very best. To put in your application, dial 681-207-3175. You could see yourself one day on Championship Wrestling Television.
Joe Brody, no, you need to explain yourself, sir.
I don't have to explain myself, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Bitter Brian Compton came out here, and he laid the groundwork for what just happened. The Mid-Atlantic Aces are done being pushed around. We're done
taking garbage, we're going to start dishing it out. And starting with me, the APW television champion, and this man right here, the unified heavyweight champion. We weren't even scheduled in matches today, but guess what? We made our presence known, didn't we, people? Didn't we, people at home? The Aces made our presence known. Tell them, champ.
Dawson's, you got extremely lucky. Soak it in and savor it, boys. The only reason why you guys were able to hold that trophy up was because some doctor decided to tell me that I couldn't do what I love. It's no more. Next week, the champ returns. I will be in that ring, and it doesn't matter who decides and thinks they can go toe-to-toe with me, because they can't. I've proved it time and time again that I am the best professional wrestler that steps foot in that ring. I have the skill, I have the power, and I have the knowledge. And let's face it, I have the looks. Nobody matches me in that ring. Absolutely nobody.
You know what, Joe Brody? While I got you out here in the hot seat, I'm going to call you out for what you did to poor Jay Blaze in the opening match.
Jay Blaze just is a little bump in the road. Boom, 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 boom. Little bump in the road. You know what? I think that there's a report coming back on him, but what I'm going to talk about here, we're filming this television episode right here in the Mountain State Sportatorium on Mother's Day. So I want to send out a special Happy Mother's Day to Mama Dawson after what just happened in here. Happy Mother's Day, Mama Dawson. Take them boys and get them out of here.
Sorry, Jonathan, you can take a breather. Tony, Purdue, I have the utmost respect for you. I've always said good things about you sitting here. For the last month, you've kept your nose clean out of his foolishness. I thought that you were looking at a different path. So I'll deal with you later. But you, Mr. Brody, you're going to be fined $1,000 for your actions on Mr. Blaze earlier. You're going to be fined another $1,500 for your foolishness of what you did. And you may have deep pockets, and you may go all the way down and pay these fines with no. But the only reason you ain't suspended, because I'm going to guarantee you the worst butt kicking you've ever had.
Richlands, Virginia. Next month, we're going to find out, me and you, in a street fight. You messed up. You put your name on the dotted line. You're in a street fight with a man that's crippled more people than polio. We're in here in the building right here. You can ask this man, because he's been in a street fight with me before here about 26 years ago. And Tony, tell him. There you go. And there's another guy running around out here hobbled up on one leg because I broke his ankle in this ring right here. Right here.